Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so very much for dropping by. I do appreciate it. Today we are getting back to the Kinks, and we haven't done the Kinks for quite some time, and we're going to do their classic hit LOLA. And this was a big hit everywhere, and maybe you guys can tell me how it did in your particular part of the world, but it was a very well-known song. And I think it was 1970, I believe, and if that's not correct, you can correct me in the comments. All right, before we get going though, if you can all like the video and subscribe to my channel, it really does help me to grow when you do those things. And if you care to, you can always become a member of my channel. All right, let's get into it. We're gonna do the Kinks, LOLA, and this is gonna be a live version from One for the Road. I guess that was the name of the tour that they were on. So this should be an absolute blast. This is a great song, classic. Here we go. Hello, and they have a little fun with us when we're watching a show.
Hey, I wasn't that good. Because we're not going to play that one tonight anyway.
Teasing.
All right, we'll do it. One condition, you've got to join in, sing along, right?
Yes. I'd be singing if I was there.
If you can't sing, clap your hands. Right? If you can't clap your hands, there's no hope. And I'm going to do a guitar solo.
I love it.
Met her in a club down in Soho, where you drink champagne. It tastes just like cherry cola. She walked up to me and she asked me to dance. I asked her her name, and in a dark brown voice she said Lola. L-O-L-A.
Love it when you get the voice like that.
Well, I'm not the world's most physical guy, but when she squeezed me tight, she nearly broke my spine. Oh, my Lola, 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 Lola. Well, I'm not dumb, but I can't understand why she walked like a woman but talked like a man. Oh, my Lola, 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 Lola. Drank champagne and danced all night, but new electric Cadillac. She picked me up and stopped me all in need. Said, dear boy, won't you come on me? Well, I'm not the world's most passionate guy, but when I look to the eyes, almost fell for a Lola. La 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 Lola, la 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 Lola, Lola, la 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 Lola. That way for my Lola. Girls will be boys and boys will be girls. It's a mixed up, muddled up, shook up world. Except my Lola, la 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 la. Well, I left home just a week before. I never ever kissed a woman before. Lola smiled and took me by the hand. Said, dear boy, gonna make you a man. Well, I'm not the world's most masculine man.
This is a classic, classic song. And you know, the Kinks were really so ahead of their time. They were so groundbreaking in so many ways. I mean, they had that kind of garage rock, that kind of almost punk sound way before the punk movement was even out. But I mean, they were, you could consider them really like the grandfathers of punk music, or the fathers of punk music, to be honest, because of just the, not only the way they played, but the content in some of their songs as well. But speaking of content in the song, can you imagine 1970, and this song is basically talking about a guy going into a bar and kind of being a little confused by his attraction to a trans woman? I mean, this is cutting edge. I mean, this would probably, you know, get people's feathers ruffled today, but more than 50 years ago, I mean, this is absolutely groundbreaking. And how brave of them to actually do this song, and how amazing is it that people really took to it and just wrapped their arms around it and loved it. So good on the public as well as the Kinks for embracing this song, because, you know, I could see that it could have been a complete bomb and that it would never ever have gotten played anywhere and it would not have sold any copies. But no, it didn't. Actually, it did very well. It did get banned in places. So for example, in Australia, they had banned it for a while, and then they actually brought it back. But they had to make a very kind of rough sort of edit to the song. So when he was just singing, I'm glad I'm a man and so is Lola, that part actually was kind of very rudimentarily, I guess, edited out. And it actually seemed kind of like a bit of a jump or a skip in the actual song when they took that part out, because I guess they found that part too offensive. So I'm not really sure why that particular part they found offensive, but you know, I think the whole song, I think, could have been something that they would have been offended by, but it was just that one particular line. So if anybody was around in the early 1970s from Australia and can shed a little bit of light on that, I would love to know that. All right, let's rewind this a little bit and get back into this absolute classic of a song. Absolutely fantastic. That was a great live version of that song. I have never seen that video before, so how fantastic was that to see that? Amazing. Just an absolutely fantastic song. So I had mentioned that this song had been banned in many places, and one of the places that it got banned in 1970 was the UK, but it wasn't because of the sort of content about the trans woman. It was actually about the product placement. They actually had the word Coca-Cola in the song originally instead of cherry cola. And in 1970, the KINKS were on a US tour, and they had to actually make the trip back to the UK, 6,000-mile trip back to the UK, just to change that word from Coca-Cola to Cherry Cola, so it could be on the single version, so that it would no longer be banned, and therefore could be played on the UK radio stations again, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. But according, I guess, to the BBC, you cannot have any product placement of any kind in songs, etc. So there you go. Anyway, I absolutely loved that, and I hope you did too. And if you'd like to see some of my other videos that I've done reactions or reviews to, just look up here and you can see them, and maybe you can check them out if you're interested. Okay, everybody, I think that wraps it up for the day. So everybody have a joyful day, and I will see you all again next time. Bye-bye.